Black Politicians TV. We got the girl who lost her first fight in 7th grade. Who we got with us today?
Yo, what's up? This is Shayna Lowery. I'm the mama of the legendary Tazari Imonte Butler, who you ain't asked me enough questions about. So, I'm about to play this hit song from my boy. It's called Country Boy by Lil J-Bo. Let's go.
I'm just a country boy, born and raised on 41. I fell in love with sports, then it ran away. I'm just a Southside boy, living in a dangerous world. You can't take nothing for granted, shit, we can die today. Can't lie, I love the block, go post up just to wait till it get wicked. Since they flies and ain't no dodger, bend the cone to go to hit. Damn, I'm tripping, let me chill, roll over wood, I'm reminiscing. Been a star, they think I made it, put in work for this position.
Y'all heard it. He been a star.
What?
Been a star.
Hey, man, look. So, like, when did you realize that J-Bo was a star?
Lit from birth. From birth. This man was born not even an hour old and stood up. Like lifted himself up to look over at me. And I knew, I was like, there's something special about this boy.
So, a lot of people going to say, she capping. So, you mean to tell me when J-Bo came out the womb, he entered himself in the 100-meter race?
Hey, man, yeah, really, since them feet hit the floor, he was running, yeah. You can, he got, his aunt was in there, like, literally, when I first had him, because, he's my only baby that I had naturally. So he came out and he was crying. I was like, what's wrong with his head? And I just remember when he heard my voice, he just peeping around looking like, who that?
Man, speaking of that head, man, J-Bo the only one. Man, look, since Roscoe Dash, come on now. Lil J-Bo the only one I know that's gonna rock the mohawk. We ain't saying nothing about his mohawk because it's fire.
Yeah.
Everybody love that mohawk.
Yeah, and his signature. Okay?
Who you know still got the mohawk?
And he didn't like to comb it either, so you know it hurt when he got his hair washed.
He ain't comb that mohawk?
J-Bo ain't like to comb that mohawk, bro.
So you had to pick it out, comb it from?
And me, his baby mama, his sisters, his grandma, everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boy, man.
Yeah.
So what was his first performance that you was just like, yo, we gonna take it slow. Mm-hmm. When did J-Bo say, Mom, I'm making music? And you was like, hey boy, I don't want to hear about that music, you better go to basketball practice.
I'm glad you know. So when he was little, he got on YouTube, you can look him up. Him and my brother and my uncle made a song. He was about 6 years old in the room and he was rapping then. And then he was always ahead of his time. I had him so young, he was so mature. He wasn't your average 5-year-old, your average 10-year-old, your average 15-year-old. He was always more older. So the first time I heard about him taking music seriously was after he had a football injury junior year. And just like you said, I was like, no. Like,
so let's backtrack. When he got that football injury, like, Mom, I'm hurt and I don't want to play football no more.
That ain't even what it was. He was hurt and my son always liked this. He was so talented. It's like everything he did just happened so quick. So that injury, he couldn't get back up the next week and play. You know what I'm saying? How he was so used to just being, he shot himself in the foot when he was 11 and 12 years old and was playing in the basketball championship within a month. So he thought that if I can withstand that injury, surely the tear of the ACL, LCL, and meniscus ain't going to stop me. And it definitely did.
Look, I hear those words. The extra human meniscus.
Yeah.
Man, look, I'm telling you, look, J-Bo a star, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to say was a star. He is a star. Still a star.
And gonna always be a star.
Always be a star. So, when he dropped that song, and you was like, okay, son, I believe in you. You don't got to play basketball no more.
Nah, I never said that. That ain't what you feel me now. So, he came back. He had the injury. He came back senior year for basketball season. And, the same drive of him being the first one at practice, the last one to leave, him wanting to go to practice, I didn't see it no more. He had already started making the music, but I wasn't interested in that because I had I knew what I wanted him to do. I knew what I felt like would get him out of Lumberton, and it was sports. So I wasn't worried about music. And that's just being real. Because in my mind, I'm a mama. And I'm thinking like, this is a little boy from Lumberton, North Carolina. It is a small town. What are the chances that he can make it with music? But I know he gifted and talented in sports. So this is what I'm pushing him towards. But it's like the more I pushed him after that injury, the less he used to be like, I'm just going to practice because of you. I really don't want to do it. So when I saw that and I saw that he didn't have the drive no more, I was like, look, if you feel like I'm making you do it, don't do it. But I need to know what your plan is. And, you know, when he told me about music, I was like, no, sorry, like, I just can't see it. And I remember he said, like, you told me I could do anything. You told me I could do anything, so this is the way you feel. And I told him, just like I said, like, it ain't that, son. I just don't want you to put your all. Like, I know grown men around here still trying to rap and still trying to make it. You know, I was just being real about it with him. Like, and so then I remember, it was so crazy. I was laying in bed, he called me from Lil Boosie house.
Oh, look, Little Boosie?
He called me from this man's
Little
house.
Boosie. Little Boosie.
Lil Boosie house.
Whoa.
I was like, no, you're not at his house. He flipped it around. I was like, oh my God. Like 3 o'clock in the morning, he was there recording. And I'm like, sorry, like, what you doing there? He like, hey, bro, like, I seen his manager. And I was like, yo, what I need to do to get a song with Boosie? Straight like that. And I just was like, you know what? This the child I raised. You know, even Boosie manager was like, I ain't never had nobody come up to me so confident as to say what I need to do to get a song.
Oh, you did that? So you said you put that confidence in him?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you always want them to know they can be great and they can be good at anything. And so I saw what he didn't see it. I been saw it. But to be honest with you, I didn't see that. And it was amazing to be a part of that. Like, for you to know you gave birth to somebody that can do that. My son hadn't even graduated high school before he made a song with Lil Boosie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look, and they gonna be like, yo, you had it crazy, but I never knew none of this information. Like, and I'm speaking as a journalist and not as a personal person that know y'all. But I'm speaking from a journalist side. Like, what?
Yeah.
Before he even, so hold up, if he had got hurt in 11th grade, and by the time he graduated high school, he had a song with Boosie. That's like in a year.
That's crazy. That's how God works. You see what I'm saying? Listen, that's a encouragement to any parent. We think we have our children's whole lives planned for them, right? You're going to do this. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be a teacher. Your mama was that. I was that. Your daddy was that. That's what you're going to be. You don't have no choice. And then when life hits, right? And they don't have, and what you expect of them don't happen. Then what? You know?
So,
then what?
You say, then what? Expectations, things of that nature. I'm not going to say that you're not one of the best mothers out here. You're a great mother. Absolutely. And I want to applaud you on Black Politicians TV and let you know you're a great mother. And whether at times you was a mother in relationship or marriage or single or whatever, guess what? You was a great mother.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I like to hit people with the sideways uppercut, boom, boom, boom. If you can say that you failed in one part on giving him more resources, what resources would those be?
Positive outlets. I'm going to be honest. I really think mental health. I think that when he got hurt, when he went back, his leg was ready. His mind wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He had already, he was taught by a strong person. He was taught that no matter what life throw at you, you better have another plan. I never allowed him to not have a plan. You see what I'm saying? So the first thing he decided was music. And he'll say in a lot of his songs, like, I felt like that was the only other thing I had to do. But what if it was more stuff in the community he could have did? What if it was more resources? When I was growing up, we had a Yo program. And the Yo program was so big. I got pregnant at 15. I had him at 16. And during that year that I had him, I was out of school physically. So my whole 11th grade year, I went to the Yo building every day to let me take my baby, to help me with my work. So guess what? I still went back to school in the 12th grade. When we went back to school, I didn't have to go to the 11th because I had did every single assignment. I had passed every single test that we had to have because of the Yo program. They took us on field trips to New York, to Hershey Park, stuff that we probably would have never did as people, as youth of Turner Terrace, as people from across the tracks. So what if we had that program still? What could these kids be doing?
What could these kids be doing? Can we speak on some foundations?
Come on. So we came up with the Tazari Imante Butler Foundation. Tazari's dad and his son's mom have their they have a business as well called Forever 41. So shout out to Forever 41. And they focus, I think, mostly about the music aspect of it. You know, which is fine because it's a lot of these kids that want to do that, and that's important because J-Bo was excellent in music. He was very lyrical. He was a genius, and he was the best of his time. But with the Tazari Imante Butler Foundation, I'm focusing on the youth. I'm focusing on those young Tazaris. Those Tazaris that ain't hit the music stage. Those Tazaris who don't have no interest in sports. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking to those kids who are in these less fortunate neighborhoods, you would say. Those kids who want an outlet out and they just don't have one. Those kids who feel like they don't have a choice. Those kids who are right down the road from joining a game. I want to do something for them. That's what my foundation is based on. And I just want to do something positive for the youth. I want to give them what I felt like could have helped my son at a younger age. Could have helped me. Could have helped so many other kids. You know, I want to do something for them. I even want to get with the youth to see what they feel like they need to do better. So, yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And like, how come you don't shed tears every day? How come you haven't committed suicide and jumped off a cliff? Because like, you, like, I'm admiring the shirt and like, you lost your son.
Absolutely.
Your oldest boy.
My first love.
Your first love.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something. I remember the day after my son passed away, I was getting in my car because my cousin had drove me to the hospital the day that the night he passed away. And I remember as soon as I get in the car and people could say this is crazy, but I heard the enemy in my ears just playing like, you about to go crazy. You is not going to make it out of this. This is what's going to run you crazy. But then I thought about them other people that need me. Them other 3 kids. And I thought about the fight that I needed to do for my son. I always fought for Tazari. If you was ever his teacher, his principal, his coach, anybody, you know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm not doing, you ain't finna kill me in this. So if I don't cry enough, it's somebody who's saying she don't show enough emotion. If I cry too much, then she weak. And she not able to be strong-minded for her kids. So I'm just being me. I'm being what I decided, what I grew up knowing I needed to be. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody in my shoes but me. I gave birth to that boy.
But guess what you did with your strength?
Yeah.
Like that a lot of people don't got done. We talking about mayors. We talking about athletes. We talking about what is something big that a lot of people don't have in Lumberton, North Carolina. That Lil J-Bo, your baby boy, got right now.
So my boy has his very own day in the city of Lumberton.
Hold up. You ain't say that right. You ain't hype enough. We gotta take a shot.
My boy got his very own day in the city of Lumberton, June 27th of every year. From 2024 ongoing, it's going to be Tazari Butler Day in the city of Lumberton. Get ready to get lost because it's going to always go down. And every year it's going to be bigger. It's going to be amazing. A day, your own day in the city that you from, the city that he loved, that is amazing.
And you fought for his funeral to be at Lumberton High.
Absolutely. My son performed on that field for free.
Yes.
He was there at every game.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? He loved that school. He loved to represent. So, yeah, where else would he have his homegoing service at?
So, all the people right now, and this is where we're going to take it. All the people right now that idolize your oldest son, from music to street life, to getting girls, hey, to having them pearls. I remember, look, I was even like, oh boy, I need to give me some teeth, boy. He got the, look, J-Bo got the teeth. I need give me some tops, little 6 on top or something. But like everything that he influenced with people, like, and a lot of people don't understand that this takes time, this takes patience, but a lot of these kids want to be out here on the violent tip. They want to be too aggressive. Like, what can you say to these youth that don't understand that, like, because at the end of the day, you are proud of your son. You're proud of everything that he did.
Not everything, because when he ain't do right, I got on him. Biggest critic. His biggest fan and his biggest critic. Me and my son bump heads all the time. Everybody know. Like, we bump heads because you want your child to be better. So anything he did that I didn't feel like was right, oh yeah, I'm on his head.
But you got to think about how connected he was with you to call you at 3 a.m. like, Mom, I'm at the crib with Boosie.
Yeah.
Not this little sleaze, not any girl, or if you,
and even
let me explain
that.
I don't even want to. let me just clear that up. When I was just saying anybody that J-Bo called, I didn't want to say sleaze or anything.
Right.
If whether his girlfriend was a baby mama, was it anyone that he called, I just, from what you told me, the mom got that call at 3 a.m. Like,
absolutely.
Mom, with
and to say that, like, even if he was out at the club, if he was anywhere that something in his spirit told him won't right, I share his location, so he'll ping it, so I know, like, hey, watch what I'm doing, Mom. So we had that connection, you know.
What can you tell these youth that's like that, because we have a lot of violence in Lumberton. Yeah. We have a lot of shootings in Robeson County and a lot of deaths, and like my platform, Black Politicians, like I really want to just bring people together in Lumberton, because when I got the call from you and you told me let's do it, I said let's do this interview. I'm ready. Like I shedded tears, and I told you I shedded tears because like you were a mother. I lost my brother, and then J-Bo passed maybe like a week or two after, like, and it was just like I couldn't even process the fact like what is really going on because, like I said, like, what Zolgar was talking about that, like when me and J-Bo was just chilling, and shout out to my sponsor, a New High, like my boy Mari, like when we was just chilling, it was just like me, Mari, I forget who else, man, but we was just chilling. And we was at the barbershop. No, we was at XO Studio, his old studio. And we was just chilling, man. And I seen J-Bo, he pulled up, because my little brother pulled up. And that's why that memory hit so hard, because my little brother pulled up. And I was like, hey, what's up? And you know what I'm saying? He left to go with his friends. And me and J-Bo was chilling. And ACL Gliz, it's my cousin. He was chilling with J-Bo at the time. But he said... they did something. I forget, we were talking about something, but was he there? I can't remember. But I'm just give you the exact what's the name. But dude said something about my mama. J-Bo hopped down, bro. And then in the video that Maury got, he like in the background said, I'm like, chill, bro, chill, J-Bo, chill, J-Bo, chill. But his courage and his like tenacity to be such a leader, like he younger than me, like. He's way younger than me, but he was like, ain't nobody about to talk about your mother. Yeah. Like, so just being a mother and just going, like, and, like, what, I know we rambling here, but what can you tell the youth, like, with all this BS?
Let J-Bo be the last one, first of all. So many kids love him. So many of y'all love him. So from the bottom of my heart, like, let him be the last one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, tell us what you need to be great. Tell us what you want to do. Like I said, everybody ain't going to be no rapper. Everybody ain't going to be play sports. But it's producers out here. It's carpenters out here. It's painters. It's entrepreneurs. It's so many things you can do. So tell us what we need to do to help you. And let's stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? If somebody take you from your mama, then you watching me is like watching your mama. The pain is that's unimaginable. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to put your mama through this. You don't. So whatever it takes, do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm pleading to you. Reach out to me. You want to talk. I could tell you stories about J-Bo, the good and the bad. But what he wanted the most was for kids to be better than him. And he was great, but he made mistakes as well. So even from starting school, like, be respectful.
Listen to your mother.
Yeah, listen to your parents. Listen to the people who are making a way for you to be great. And if you feel like you don't have nobody, then reach out so that we can get you the resources to help you find the right person.
But hold on, let's stop it. Because I you know I appreciate you a lot, but I gotta say, let's stop it. I want you to give a big shout out to who be doing your hair, who be doing your lashes, who be doing your makeup, who be doing your eyebrows. I mean, I'm just saying, like, in general, like, I want you to give a shout out to the females out there working hard to keep, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's get it.
So on my hair,
nail techs, everything.
Yes, on my hair, this is my niece, Lyric J. Hit her up.
Yes.
Listen, she got you. On my lashes, it's normally Latanya Washington or my daughter Azaya, because that's who been getting them lately. She been killing the game. I don't wear makeup, but guess what? Keep your face moisturized, okay? So I'm 37 years old, and people say all the time I don't look like it, and I don't look like I had no. I have a 20-year-old son. So yeah, shout out to all of them.
Man, Black Politicians TV, I appreciate you for coming through, showing love, and just like spreading your essence. And I'm glad that you're keeping strong. I'm glad you're keeping strong as a mother, a Black woman, like as a person. Look, as a person living in Lumberton, like as just, you know, an individual. I'm glad you're keeping strong. Is there anything else you want to say before we close out today?
Long live my son. Long live my son. Support the movement, you know. So much love is being shown for my son. So many people doing stuff. So many people trying to, you know, do things. Thank you for everybody who wants to make a t-shirt. I try to have a t-shirt for every single day. Special shout out to my sponsors, to my cousin Washawn and her wife Jackie. Special shout out to 84 Inc. Special shout out to Councilman John Canty. Special shout out to Torch Ministries for everything they do behind the scenes to support. Special shout out to Dreamville Entertainment, which is Sam and Amber McIntyre. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you to Scotty Deese. Like, listen, the love can go on and on and on. Thank you to Hollis McNeil. Thank you for everybody who supports anything that I do. Mr. J. Britt. Thank you to the Lumberton City Council for giving my boy his day. Thank you to everybody who keep us in your prayers and your mentions. Thank you for everybody who keep J-Bo name alive. If you purchased a shirt from anywhere, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody who love him. Keep loving him, because guess what? We ain't never gonna forget about J-Bo. So long live my boy.
Can you cook?
Of course I can.
Man, I heard you can't cook.